Are you considering taking bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for your menopausal symptoms? There's one piece of advice that I'm not hearing in this conversation, and that is plan an exit strategy. I'm Vanessa Nixon. I'm a traditional naturopath and author, and I love helping empower women to navigate the entire menopausal journey, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause naturally so that they can make this the most vibrant, healthy, and energetic and impactful phase of their lives. So I'm really excited that the conversation around menopause is becoming more mainstream and more common. And I'm also really happy that we have bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, or BHRT, as an option. And if this is your choice, I really recommend that you plan an exit strategy. As I shared in a previous video, many women are put on hormone replacement therapy and then they are not supported in doing the work to uncover what was the root cause of the hormone imbalance to begin with. And so they just end up being given BHRT or HRT as kind of a band-aid that covers up the symptoms, but it doesn't really address the root cause. And sometimes women are on this medication for years, for decades, and then they may need to come off of it for any number of reasons. And what they find is those symptoms come back with a vengeance because they were never addressed. The underlying root cause was never addressed. They just had this band-aid that covered up the symptoms. So I would really love all women who are thinking about these options of HRT or BHRT to think about, what is your exit strategy? What is the plan? What is the protocol for, number one, looking at the root cause? What is the plan for finding the root cause of that hormonal imbalance in the first place? How are we going to address that root cause? And then how are we going to come off of the medication? Most people that I am talking to don't want to be on medication for the rest of their lives. They may feel that they need some short-term support in the form of BHRT or HRT, some kind of medication to help them through this acute phase, but they don't want to be on medication forever. So what is the exit strategy? How are you going to address the root cause in the meantime so that when it comes time to come off of the medication, that those symptoms that came from the underlying root cause don't resurface? So let's take a look at that holistically. Instead of just using BHRT as a Band-Aid, let's start this conversation around how can we use this in an integrated way as one piece of the strategy. How can we look at what is the root cause? How can we address that while you're using the meds? And then how do we come off of the medication in a way that is helpful and supportive and comfortable? So if you would like to be choosing the option of HRT or BHRT, and you don't want to be on this forever, I would encourage you to find support to plan the protocol, plan the strategy, plan your exit so that you feel fully supported throughout this process. Plan how you're going to discover what the root cause is in your particular situation. How are you going to address that? Find support in doing so. plan how you're going to wean off of the HRT or the BHRT, and what kind of support do you need afterwards? What kind of support do you need in the beginning, during, and after? So looking at this holistically as a process that has a beginning, middle, and end, and what kind of holistic strategies, what kind of natural strategies, what kind of support do you need to put in place so that you feel like you've got a solid plan in place, you know why you are including each of the pieces in your plan, what their purpose is, what they're going to address, what kind of support you need to determine whether it's working, whether it's not, and what is your exit strategy. So in future videos, we're going to talk a little bit more about various aspects of navigating menopause naturally, looking at how or why bioidentical hormone replacement therapy might be part of the picture, and also looking at it holistically and what is the bigger picture here, and how we can feel supported, how we can feel like our brain is functioning well and clear, how we can feel fully rested, how we can feel fully comfortable in our bodies, how can we love our bodies more, how can we make this life phase the best phase of our lives. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. And as always, I would love it if you would like and subscribe, or share this with anybody that you feel might find it valuable.